Check the feed, LTD 27 giving you exactly what you need. Welcome to the show where the truth never lies. Turn the volume up while we watch the sparks fly. Monday morning coming at you with the heavy hitting vibe. We breaking down the headlines, keeping policy alive. The filters on the lands, no scripts inside their hands. Just a broadcast for the people across the digital land. From the hill to the street, yeah, we digging in the dirt. Searching for the facts, even when the answer's heard. It's a weekday ritual, a digital town square. If you're looking for the comfort, you won't find it here. We that set the agenda, we challenge every view. Bringing more politics straight from us to you. Subs climbing up, yeah, the chat is going wild. Information flowing in a truly gritty style. Run your mouth, let the people hear the sound of 27 where the loudest in the town. Run your mouth, break the silence, take a stand. Politics and power in the palm of your hand. Run your mouth, yeah, we're live on the screen. The realest commentary that you've ever seen. Through the comments, yeah, the debate is getting deep. While the mainstream media is falling fast asleep. We're tracking every bill and we're walking every vote, taking every crooked quote and cutting at the throat. It's a YouTube revolution, decentralized and free. Finding what the future of the news is gonna be. From the left to the right to the middle of the room. We're carrying the weight, yeah, we're carrying the load. Don't just sit and listen, get your fingers on the keys. We're bringing down the giants, bringing them to the knees. Weekday warriors assemble for the fight. Shining out a signal in the middle of the night. Run your mouth, let the people hear the sound. 27 with the loudest in the town. Run your mouth, break the silence, take a stand. Politics and power in the palm of your hand. Run your mouth, yeah, we're live on the screen. The realest commentary that you've ever seen. Hit the like, hit the sub, keep the fire burning bright. Run your mouth every weekday, doing it right. Every 27.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Run Your Mouth. I am L Teddy 27 here for another edition installment of Run Your Mouth. I am here to get you all of the news, politics, and headlines that have been going on while you have been away at work, going about your day, doing your thingy thing. We here. Welcome to everybody here on Twitch. Welcome to everybody here on YouTube. Y'all make sure y'all do y'all part. Hit the like button, share the video out, all of that shit. Okay? We here. Hey, Tanya, I feel like I ain't seen you in a minute, Tanya. What's going on, boo? What is going on, my love? It's good to see you back. Hey, Tracy W. Hey, Tracy W. How are you, Tracy W? We're so elated to see you today, Tracy W. It's not a good day unless we see you. Was that a good enough intro for you, Tracy W? I know how you get if I don't greet you properly. Is that good enough, ma'am? Just want to make sure that I don't, get on your bad side, okay? We don't need to be getting Tracy W mad, okay? We love Tracy W, though. She know that. She know we love her. Hey, Lock Queen, what's going on, my love? Hey, Universal Goddess, what's going on, beautiful? How are you today, girl? You see it's raining. Girl, it's been raining all day. Girl. Hey, Antonia, here she go with her Knicks. I told y'all these Knicks fans about to be insufferable. If they win this championship, they're going to be insufferable. I'm just telling you what I know. They ain't won it since God was a child. I mean, I was not even born the last time they won a championship. DPG, what's going on? One of our hall monitors already filing in. Tamara, one of my prized pupils, front row as always. I'm glad to see it. Hey, Ravine, what's going on, beautiful? Hey, T. Lee. Crazy homebody girl, how is the DMV treating you? Treating you? Is it raining over there too in the DMV? Because it's been raining over here. Hey, Carl. Please send me at least one or two. No, one more. You sent me a story. Send me one more because I want to do like a make like Tuesday my across the pond spotlight. So you don't have to. You already sent me one. I'm, doing all my homework on that one. But if you have another one, you can send me because I want to make tomorrow or Tuesdays my across the pond spotlight, if you wish. So send me if you have anything else. But what you gave me is good too. Hey, Miss Felicia, you good today? Hey, Janae, what's going on, my love? China White, it's good to see you. Didn't I tell y'all these Knicks fans? Look at them. Look at them. Look at them. Hey, Butterfly. Butterfly over there on Twitch. Shout out to everybody over on Twitch. Hey, Yana, how's our niece and nephew doing? Hey, Chloe, what's going on, Chloe? It's good to see you around these spots. We're glad to have you. Hey, Candace F. Child, I do the best I can. I just do the best I can. Hey, Jocelyn. Jocelyn, what's going on today? Montrez, what's good, bruh? Montrez, what you listening to today? That's going to be my daily question for you, Montrez. Montrez, what are you listening to today? Okay? What is playing in your ears on your iPods, AirPods, I should say, today? We all want to know. Hey, Yolanda Morgan. What's going on? Tracy C., one of our head hall monitors. She done found her face in the place. I'm glad it was good. Hey Terry, what's going on? Look at this one. Look at this one. Look at this one. See what I'm saying? Look at this one. Already. Hey Xavier, where the hell you been, Xavier? We ain't seen you in how many days? Now that's not like you, Xavier. Where the hell you been? I'm just saying. It's raining for the rest of the week here. Today is our last Sunday. Oh, dear God. Child. Terrence, what's good, bruh? Oh, God. Terrence, here you go. All these Knicks fans about to be getting on our damn nerves. God be with us. God help us. Dear Lord. It's been a cloudy for most part. Sun peaks out, though. Weather been nice. Okay, cool. Hey, OGT. Y'all say hey to OGT over there in Denver, down to the mountain time zone. We're glad to have you, OGT. Is this your first time? If it is, buckle up. It's going to be a interesting but bumpy ride. But we're going to have a good time. Like I always tell people, if it's your first time, you may not get us and all of our inside jokes the first day. So you got to stick around for a week. And then if the first week you still feel like, I don't really know. I don't know about this channel. I don't know about these people. You got to give it another week because maybe that was just a week, where it didn't click. But by the second week, it should click. And then if it don't click by the second week, well, then I'm going to just have to tell you, just go ahead and give it a month at that point, and then we'll be there after that, it'll be all right. Ciao. Ravine says she was 1 year old the last time the Knicks won. Harold! Hey to the motherfucking hey, Harold. Child. Niece and nephew's good. Camp start on Wednesday. Child. It's been raining down here all day too. Child. But yeah, I'm glad everybody doing good today on this Monday. No, you good, Carl, because the one you gave me, I'm good on that one. So I've been doing my homework and research on that. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. I don't think I saw you on Saturday either, Xavier. I don't think I saw you on Saturday either, Xavier. Where the hell you been? Who done had you hemmed up? You listened to a little Prince today? Yeah, his birthday would have been yesterday. I think it would have been like 68 or something like that. You was listening to some Prince? Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Here they go. Here they go. Here they go. Hey, Karen. Hey, Demetria Boo. I don't even think I said hey to you, Demetria. You know we can't start till you get up in here. Child. I'm going to pray for you because I know in your house, it's going to be crazy over there in your house. Janae, I'm praying for you, honey. I'm praying. Hey, Gabby. Child, Gabby. No, I ain't got it yet. Well, they already told me I can't get her. I disputed it with my bank, and my bank said it should be in my account either today or tomorrow. So yeah, I had to just. I don't even want to go there. You trying to, Gabby? You trying to get me started again? Hey, Miss E, what's going on? Child, it's a whole situation. They claim they can't give me a refund, so I had to dispute it. Yeah, they claimed they couldn't give me a refund, so I had to dispute it with my bank. Put a Shondo in the chat. Let us know you ready to get this party started, okay? Hey, Sharice Boo, what's going on over there in SoCal in Southern California? What's going on, Sharice? Yeah. Cha. If y'all ready, let me know. You at work, ready to go, child? Harold, 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 girl, Harold. I ain't gonna tell you, them bastards had the nerve to send me an email talk about, oh, we had an error processing your refund because we couldn't find the card on file. So go ahead and dispute it with the bank, and we won't contest the dispute. Really, B say she got the same email. Girl, don't get me started, honey. Cha. Girl. Yep, thank you, Tracy. Hey, Miss Bay Thang. Hey, Complex 613. So make sure that you are getting all your things for the field trip. The Cats, the Jellicle Ball racked up quite a few awards last night down to the Tonys. I saw they got about 3 or 4 awards at the Tony Awards last night. The play that we're going to go see. So it looks like we are in for a treat. Make sure you go and let us know. We'll probably, Tracy, let's maybe have we probably gonna have a live next week. I'll get with Tracy, and we may have a live next week so we can finalize some stuff for those people coming on the field trip. We real excited about the field trip, though. But we'll probably have a live next week so we can go over some last minute details. It was Antonia. It sure was. Child. Child, that means they done spent the money. Somebody rent got paid, light bills, water bills, and stuff. Child. Child. I'm not going down this road. We got a whole show to do. We got a packed dossier today. We don't got time for fraudulence, and scamming. We don't have that type of time. Cha. Yeah. Somebody just requested the access to the field trip slip. I just gave you access, so go ahead, you got that. Child, Harold girl, Harold, I might have to call you and we get on the phone so I could just cuss on the phone with Harold. I might have to call Harold so I can get on the phone and just start cussing. Yeah, we had a little impromptu Just Us League reunion, and we had all 6 of us on there. All 6. You know, it's a rare occasion to get all 6 members of the Just Us League together all at the same time. You see, Really B had to leave early. Look at this one. Look at this one. We got a show to do, y'all. We have a whole dossier to get through, okay? We don't got time for this foolishness, okay? We got a show to do. I love y'all so much. Child. Look at this one. Look at this one. Look at this. God! I'm not playing with y'all. I am not playing with y'all, okay? Child. Listen, Carl, you got to go back. And it's so funny because even if you go back, you're going to have to go back to like 2019, 2020. But then it's going to depend on whose channel you go to, because back then when the Justice League used to get together, we would go on different people's channel. So it just depends on whose channel you go to. But baby, a time was had back in the day. Those people who was here back in the day, child, a time was had back in the day of the Justice League when we was in our heyday, honey. Child. Well, thank you for your membership, Carl. Carl, send me a DM on Instagram or send me an email and remind me to send you the link to the members only chat. Shout out to the members. If you're not a part of the members only chat, it's the best part of the channel. The members only chat is where it's at. I ain't gonna hold you. The members only chat is where it's at. Okay? Child. Really B and Abby talked me off the ledge yesterday. And Tracy. They had to talk me off the ledge yesterday. Child, Carl, brace yourself. It's a lot going on. Carl, do not go over there to the NSFW section, Carl. Carl, do not go to the not safe for work section when you get access. I'm just going to tell you now. Look at Ravine. Look at Ravine over here flexing. Ravine said, just so you know, I've been a member for 29 months if you need me. Over here just a flexing. Child. Anyway, y'all already put the Shondos in the chat. We ready to get this party started, y'all. We got a whole show to do. We don't got time for all of the foolery today. Oh, I don't be over there in the NSFW section. I don't be over there in that foolishness. You won't find nothing from me over there because I don't even open up the NSFW section. That's for Xavier and Harold and Uncle Jay and all of them that be over there. I don't be over there in that foul, filthy foolishness. Just saying. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started as we do during Pride Month. A happy Pride Month, y'all.
That is Gay Pride Month. Shout out to all my gay niggas. Shout out to everybody in the LGBT community. I told my niggas that it need to be more straight niggas giving love to the gay niggas.
happy gay month because, you gay and stuff.
Okay, thank you.
We gonna go gay
Talent.
balloon because it got all the colors because it's gay.
Okay.
And I got Skittles because it got a rainbow on it.
Okay.
And I got the cookie cake. It says, be who you are for your pride.
Be who you are for your pride. Happy gay butt and stop. Yes, a prayer channel. We be over there on our knees praying. Child. Child. Lord. Child. Look at this one. Look at this one. Just a lie. Hey, Shy. Girl. Anyway, it's for our Pride Month feature today. We are going to some of you all may or may not know the story of New York City's Hart Island. Now, give you a little background and context on New York City's Hart Island. New York City's Hart Island was around going back to the late 1800s. And that's where they would bury unclaimed bodies. However, during the 1980s and early part of the 90s, during the height of the AIDS epidemic, this is where they buried thousands and thousands and thousands of people that had died of AIDS, most of whom, the majority of whom, were gay people of color, actually. There were whites as well, but the large majority of them were Black and Hispanic, Latinx, and other members of the gay community that were melanated. Um, uh, uh, um, it is probably the largest. Hart Island, New York City's Hart Island, is not only the largest, I guess you'll call it a potter's field in the country, but it is also believed to be the single largest AIDS burial site in the world. It started with the grave of a small child. And you see it says SC81, I'm sorry, SCB1 there, which the SC stands for special child and B1 stands for baby number 1. So what you see there is the gravestone marked on Hart Island off the coast of the Bronx in New York, and it's referred to by some as the Tomb of the Unknown Child. In 1985, SCB1 was the first infant to die from AIDS in New York City. His or her name is unknown. The special child was buried along with 16 other people from AIDS. They were the first group of AIDS burials on Hart Island. At the time, little was known about the causes of AIDS or how it could be spread, so these early AIDS burials were done differently. Until 2021, burials here were done by the Department of Corrections. Its officers supervised inmates from Rikers Islands who dug the graves. The officers and inmates were afraid of catching diseases from dead bodies, so they wore protective gear that they threw out after each burial. Strangely, but poetically perhaps in retrospect, they buried these first 17 AIDS victims in individual graves, not in the mass trenches used for the rest of the island's dead. So when they buried the first 17, they gave them individual markers. They had people, some of the officers and inmates from Rikers Island come over, dig the graves. They had them in hazmat suits and everything because they didn't know enough about the AIDS virus. They were afraid that they could catch AIDS from the bodies. And they buried the first 17, marked each one of their graves. But after that, they dug up huge trenches and just threw hundreds of, in many cases, unknown bodies in these graves, in these huge graves. The officers and inmates. Oh, I'm sorry, I read that part. They were buried as deep in the ground as the as the backhoe would go on the southern tip of the island. Unclaimed bodies and the bodies of the indigent in New York City are sent to Hart Island. AIDS killed IV drug users and their babies who contracted these diseases in utero. It killed people whose family and friends couldn't afford a cemetery plot elsewhere, and it killed gay men and kids estranged from their family or who had run away from home. Many of their parents wanted nothing to do with a child who had AIDS. Many funeral homes refused to handle bodies of those who died of AIDS following a 1983 advisory from the New York State Funeral Directors Association not to embalm AIDS fatalities. Again, the New York State Funeral Directors Association put out an advisory in 1983 telling funeral homes not to embalm AIDS victims of the AIDS virus. There are many of the AIDS deaths on Hart. There are many of the AIDS deaths on Hart Island. Eventually, it became clear that the bodies of those who died of AIDS presented no risk of contagion. So those bodies, including babies, were buried on Hart's Island in a mass grave, like the rest. Crates stacked on top of each other, covered in dirt by bulldozers. Now, over 1 million people are interred on Hart Island. And it is estimated that over 1/3 of the dead are infants and stillborn babies. The issue at the time was because, and in the beginning stages, remember it was called GRID before it was called AIDS. It was called gay related immune deficiency, and it was associated with just gay men. And so if someone contracted AIDS, it oftentimes outed people during a time where it was still not safe to be out. Even in New York City, it was not a safe thing for you to be out proud and gay in a lot of respects. So when that person died and the hospital or wherever they medical facility called the next of kin and they found out that they died of AIDS, the families often would not go and claim the body. The family, and even if they did, there were funeral homes that refused to service those people, refused to embalm them. Even if they had a funeral, they refused to embalm them, which meant that if you don't embalm that body, you have not a lot of time to go ahead and get those services done before rot and decay and smells and stuff start to happen. It was such a tragic situation at the time. There are literally thousands and thousands and thousands of people who died in a hospital, never had a funeral, bodies were never claimed. They were simply thrown in a ditch and covered up with dirt, never giving proper burial and so forth. And this is what was happening to and to think that this was happening. Yeah, well, the situation in Pose is based off of the real life situation from Hart Island. If you remember, Harold, a lot of all of the scenes you see from Pose actually came from people's real life situation. Uh, um, like for example, you notice the scene on Pose where Electra puts the dead body inside that chest and put it in the closet. The story goes that that's the story of Dorian Corey. She had a John that died, and she famously put locked him in this chest and put it in her closet, and would do all kinds of stuff to keep it from smelling. Hey, Jay Parrish. Um, hey, Corey. And so it's when you start to hear so many stories, tragic stories, and it wasn't just sometimes it wasn't even just gay people. Sometimes it may have been people who caught it from intravenous drug use, And in some of the early stages, those people were attributed to being gay and were ostracized, did not get a burial, were, thought to be gay when they may not have been, but ended up here at Hearts Island with thousands and thousands and thousands of others there. It got so bad, even when friends of that person would go and try to give them a proper burial, they would not let them. They would not let the friends of the deceased do a proper burial or try to do right by them and give them what they needed. It was a tragic situation. Um, hey, side mirror, yeah, you can see it in Paris. It's burning, but it is it is such a the story of Hearts Island is one a dark history in this country with regard to the LGBTQ plus community that goes unspoken and unsaid. A lot of people, had it not been for Pose, would have never known that that was a situation, and many still today think that's a fictitious or made up storyline for the show when it was actually a real situation that really happened here in this country, where because of the fear of AIDS, even within the medical community and in the mortuary community, they just did not give gay people proper burials, and then it was tragic. It was so sad. It was so bad they didn't even want to handle the body after the person passed away. Like they didn't even want to, like I said, touch the body or handle the body. In many cases, because in the early stages they didn't know how contagious it was. Hey, Uncle Jay. We was just talking about you, Uncle Jay, and how you and Harold and Xavier, y'all nasty behinds, be over there in the NSFW section of the members only chat, cause y'all nasty. Hmm. Hmm. Anyway, but that's the story of New York City's Heart Island, as it relates to the gay community and the AIDS epidemic. Look at it. Look at this one. Look at this one. Look at this one. All right, it's time for our primary update. We'll be real quick today on our primary update because we got a lot to talk about in the war update. God be with us. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and drop that link now. God be with us. But in our primary updates, we have, I believe, about 4 or 5 elections coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow's elections are as follows. These are primaries that we're having tomorrow. So primaries coming up tomorrow are Maine, Nevada, North Dakota, South Dakota. Those 4: Maine, Nevada, North Dakota. I'm not sorry, not South Dakota, South Carolina. Okay, so we have Maine, Nevada, North Dakota, South Carolina. Those are the 4 primaries we have tomorrow. Xavier, make sure you go vote. Xavier, have you already gone to vote? Xavier? Xavier, have you gone to go vote, sir? Just asking. But I will have an exhaustive list tomorrow. Y'all know it's Tuesday tomorrow, so we will have an exhaustive list of of all of the elections for the day tomorrow. Not just a primary, but an exhaustive list of all of the elections happening tomorrow. Okay, we just checking. We just checking. All right, and that is our update. So if you have not done so already, please go vote. Please make sure you exercise your right to vote tomorrow. Again, Maine, Nevada, North Carolina, North Dakota, and South Carolina. All right. We got some big ones coming up in 2 weeks. I know in 2 weeks we got Maryland in 2 weeks and New York coming up in 2 weeks. Um, anyway, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, non-binary gender conforming members of our audience, I bring to you the late great Larry Myers to help us usher in our sugar spike segment.
Oh, God. You see, this is the part that I like.
Major sugar spike.
So long, well, I want to fight. That he gave his only begotten son.
Major sugar spike.
And shall ever believe
Major sugar spike.
they shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus. Thank you, Larry. And today we have our senior defense and fuckery correspondent. How are you today, sir?
Sir, did we call this or did I'm just gonna ask this one question before I even say another word to you. Did we call this shit or did we fucking call this shit? And it happened earlier than I even expected.
When you're right as much as we are, you don't have to brag about it. I'm
But it's
just
so much
saying.
fun to do it though. What's the point of being right if you can't brag about the shit? I'm doing well, sir. I'm doing well. Very, very extremely busy weekend this weekend. And this was all preventable by one by us not doing one thing and one thing only, and that was going into Israel, or excuse me, going in with Israel to Iran at the end of February. All of this was preventable because Iran told everybody, hey, we will strike back at the time and place of our choosing. We have not forgotten these illegal strikes against us. We have also not forgotten that, hey, we told y'all leave Hezbollah alone. We said, stop fighting in southern Lebanon, leave Gaza alone, leave these places that are religiously and ideologically chained to us. Leave them alone before we activate not just the rest of our ballistic missiles and what we have. Don't forget, we also have a whole nother group of missiles to your direct south. And you do not, under any circumstances, have enough interceptors to stop it. The only reason that the missiles coming from the Houthis in Yemen, in southern Yemen, aren't making it through is because the United States has two destroyers, has two Arleigh Burke class destroyers sitting in the middle of in the middle of the Red Sea.
So
That's literally the only thing saving them from the Houthis.
so let me
Is
let me bring the people up to speed. Here's
yeah.
here's I'm gonna try to I know I'm gonna forget something. So here's what happens, okay? So yesterday morning, our time, Israel decides, fuck that. We're gonna bomb Beirut, the Daya area of Beirut. The
Yep.
exact area Iran said, do not go to Beirut, do not bomb Beirut. If you go to Beirut and you bomb Beirut, it's about to be a problem, right? Now we reported last week about the skirmish, right? The bombings that were going on and so forth, but that was just a little light. Well, they bombed Beirut. Iran said, bitch, we told you. So Iran then sends over waves and waves of not drones, but ballistic missiles, which were on purpose, I believe. We'll get into the strategy of sending ballistic missiles as opposed to bombs. We'll get there in a second. So Iran sends that over, right, to northern Israel. just south of Lebanon, just sends waves and waves of ballistic missiles. So your president is like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, shit is about to go down, shit is about to go down. Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. So he says, he tells anybody who's listening, oh, I'm in control here. BB better not retaliate. I'm gonna call BB and tell him not to retaliate. He calls BB. BB said, okay. He did like Craig Mama on Friday. Okay, okay. Hung up the phone, light their ass up. And that's what they did. They lit up Isfahan, Tehran, several places, several missile launch sites, and so forth. Lit Iran up. And then Iran, that was last night. This morning, Iran says, well, we'll agree to stop bombing these bitches. As long as these bitches stop they shit, we'll stop our shit. And what do we hear today? Israel says, fuck that shit. We still bombing them hoes. Donald John is angry. He's screaming at the world. According to news outlets, they're saying that Donald John called Benjamin Netanyahu and told him that he needs to he said, quote, I said, BB, you better be careful or you will be on your own very soon. End of quote. I don't believe no parts of that shit. But everybody at this point is bombed. Oh, the Houthis in Yemen also earlier this morning, or last night, I should say, launched missiles at Iran and hit some Israeli vessels in the Red Sea.
Hmm.
I mean, everybody, we're back into the mix. We are back in active war. The only ones that are not trying to play is the United States. The United States doesn't want to get into it, but it's too late. And the only thing I'm surprised about, Terrence, is that I have not heard, and maybe I missed it, but I haven't seen a lot or heard anything about Iran striking any of the GCC countries during the last day and a half. I might have missed it.
They
And I'm
have
gonna go
not.
back to this last part. I'm gonna let you go from there.
They have not struck the GCC countries yet.
I believe when Iran, who knows good and hell well, when they send ballistic missiles as opposed to drones, this is twofold. One, if I'm sending ballistic missiles, I know that forces you to use up interceptors.
Hmm.
And I know most of them are not going to go through. I'm just sending you a message to let you bitches know, bitch, we here, we can hit you. Fuck around and find out. We're sending ballistic missiles. It's being said that the United States was told by Iran we about to fire off on them bitches.
They were. They
And
were.
so what that tells me is this is to let them know y'all can tell y'all people all y'all want that you've depleted all of our military might and capabilities. Bitch, how you like me now? So I think it's twofold. It's to use up all of the to use more of the interceptors because they're not limitless in interceptors. Let's be clear. And they said they're already very 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 depleted in terms of interceptors over in Israel. And two, to let them know, bitch, at any given moment. Because let's be clear, had this been a drone attack, we'd be having a very different conversation.
100% a different conversation. So here's the strategy behind sending. Here's the strategy behind the Iranian attack. All right. One, they notified the United States to let them know, like, look, y'all ain't shooting at us. We ain't shooting at y'all. But your little dog boy over there, your little lap dog over there, he getting out of hand. So we about to send some stuff into an uninhabited portion, quote unquote, uninhabited portion of Israel. And don't pay it no mind. It's nothing. It's something to slap Israel around to make them realize, look, bitch, we can still reach out and touch you, which is exactly what they did. Additionally, when you send when you send those ballistic missiles like that, one, the second that missile leaves the ground, the United States and anybody with a satellite that's watching that area knows it left the ground, to include Israel. So the strategy of it is just to show you, hey, I can still reach out and touch you. What you did stopped absolutely nothing, right? Also, it's keeping a
Payment
lot of
cookie.
Israelis from becoming casualties by warning and also sending a ballistic missile. Right? Ballistic missiles, you can see because of how much heat is generated when they launch. These drones and these drone swarms, you can't see them until they are a lot closer. And what I mean by a lot closer is an hour, maybe two. All right. That's a long distance to fly, but Iran has done it before. So them not sending drones, them sending ballistic missiles that have to go exo atmospheric to actually come back in and strike was actually giving Israel kind of a hey, hey, uh, uh, this ain't the fight you really want. Like we're being nice and sending these at you. Hell, the Houthis only fired like 2 to 3 missiles. That's all the Houthis fired. Normally, when they fire, they're firing off 5 to 10 missiles at a time. Right now, it's being reported that Israel struck back and got all of these launchers and all of these, command centers, this, that, and the third. But again, El Teddy, I keep harping on this because I need people to understand something. The United States government does not do things and not record it. Okay. We see it in the Caribbean where we're still seeing these illegal boat attacks. We see it whenever they want to show us, hey, look what we did. Look what we did. Look what we did. But there's no video of any or satellite imagery of any of these targets being hit by Israel. We 2 days past strikes. So where's your imagery? Why isn't there any satellite imagery? Why have there been no pictures of this alleged damage? Right? You saying don't trust the Iranian media. Well, the Iranian media is saying that there's no damage. And then y'all aren't giving us pictures to dispute that. So what are we doing here? What is happening? Okay. And then I just want to make sure everybody understands. We've seen them lie to us before. We literally seen them lie to us. They literally told us no bases were hit, no damage, everything's kosher. Now we're found out a month, 2 months later, oh, they fucking rocked our shit. Oh, they straight rocked our shit. Okay. The fire aboard the Ford, they wanted to downplay that. We're coming out to see, hey, that fire aboard ship was pretty fucking bad. They're already
Mhm.
talking about I'll tell you, that thing is already talked about to be out of commission for at least the next 6 to 12 months. The
Yep.
crew, they are back in Norfolk, Virginia right now. I'm glad they're home after almost a 12-month long fucking deployment. But that boat, Huntington Ingalls, the shipyard, also known as Newport News Shipbuilding, they had to rush they're having to rush to get another ship out of dry dock so that they can bring the Ford back into dry dock. All right,
I,
they
I feel
got to get
bad.
this ship back into dry dock so that they can fix all the shit that was damaged by that fire.
My one of
600
my biggest
beds, my guy.
one of my biggest concerns is every time you talk to this man, and specifically when I watched the interview yesterday with Kristen
Christian
Welker,
Welker, man.
where he walked off and that bitch said, "Oh, it's not costing us a lot to have them here. We'll just keep them there as long as we will." You do realize these are actual people on deployment that you're just saying you could just have them there perpetually? That's not how this is going to work, sir. Like you're just gonna leave them on deployment just perpetually? Because this isn't going to end anytime soon.
Nope. And even if they try to do it the way that they normally do long haul rotations like that, where they take, where they go, excuse me, where you go a blue crew and a gold crew, or you go for like Marine Corps, you go a red squadron, gold squadron, where you basically just say, hey, we got a whole nother crew and a whole nother squadron of assets ready to go. All they're gonna do, they're gonna fly them there. They're all gonna land on the ship. They're gonna fly the other guys off the ship, and they'd swap them out in place. That's how they would do that if that's what he was talking about. But he's a fucking moron, and he literally thinks that those people can stay on station for forever, and they can't. The boats themselves should not be out to sea more than 9 months. Anything past 9 months, you're into the maintenance cycle, and you've got things that are on the boat that are broken down that you actually need a fucking shipyard to repair. Let's be very, very fucking clear, guys. Our ships our ships are deployed around maintenance schedules. In all reality, okay, they are deployed around heavy maintenance schedules that these ships need. Okay, when usually when a ship comes back from deployment, it's got a maintenance period. It might hit the shipyard for a month, 2 months to get upgrades for its next deployment. Okay. All of this stuff is on a chart somewhere in somebody's office to tell them this ship needs to be here by this day to get this done. And if it's not, they got to shuffle the entire fleet to get another ship that might or might not be ready for that upgrade into that spot so that they don't lose that shipyard time. We do not now, nor will we ever in the near future, have the capacity at our shipyards to repair these ships and keep them afloat if we're going to deploy our guys like this. This is not good. This is not good for the people. This is not good for the equipment. Right?
Well, well, let's be clear.
It mhm.
There's no way this ends. There's only one way this ends. The only way this ends is breaking ties with Israel and pissing them off. And I don't see these people having the testicular fortitude to
APAC
say
won't allow it.
no to Israel and mean it. Because we know Donald John will go tackle. He'll say some shit, and then 2 hours later or the next morning, after he has a night of, cognitive decline all over Al Gore's good internet, and then he'll come back and tackle on that. So because I know, and Benjamin Netanyahu also knows, that's why when he hung up the phone with Donald John and was told not to retaliate and hung up immediately said, light them hoes up, he knew he had already assessed that I ain't got shit to lose. Them hoes ain't gonna never stop giving us money. Them hoes ain't gonna never stop giving us armament. They're never gonna stop. We're not worried about it. We have nothing. I am in control. Donald John can say all of this shit he wants. I am in control here, which is why we're still bombing. They're bombing as we speak. They're bombing southern Lebanon as we speak. Literally as
The
we speak.
now I've got a prediction on what flavor taco we're gonna have tomorrow. So the flavor taco the flavor taco that I think we're gonna have tomorrow is you don't think that the US will tell Israel, yeah, so for real, dude, you're on your own with this. You don't think that'll happen, do you?
Nope. I think they may say it and then not really do it. That's
Okay,
the
so
best I'll give them.
I think that the taco for tomorrow that we get is US strikes on Iran. I think that's the taco we get tomorrow. I think we get strikes on Iran because BB's going to call him at that right hour, at that right time, feed him a line, and he's going to approve and call it limited defensive strikes in Iran. But his best bet his 110% best bet is to do exactly what he won't do, and that's tell Bibi Netanyahu and the Israeli government, hey, so yeah, we know we helped you start this shit, but yeah, bro, you gonna have to finish this on your own. If you gonna go to war with them, by all means, have at it. We're not giving you anything else though. Bye, and then wrap everything up nice and with a nice little neat bow and send everybody home.
Here's why that won't happen. Let me tell you the exact reason why. Fucking Congress won't let them. Won't let him.
Oh yeah.
You forgot these people on both sides of the aisle are bought and sold by APAC.
Oh no, I never. Oh no. I didn't forget about APAC. I had mentioned APAC like when you first started when you said he won't because of. I was like APAC. I already know APAC would never allow that to happen and never allow, and they would never. They would either a pull support from any um from any official who is pushing that, and then turn right around, have them primaried for somebody who's more malleable. You're right. They won't do it because of APAC and APAC's influence on our government, which is kind of gross if you think about it.
It kind of gross. It's completely gross. Completely gross. And let's be clear. This is not like some normal shit. These bitches are literally going into a sovereign country and basically saying, "Yeah, let me get that." Like they're on some
Hmm.
imperialism type shit. They're on some. I want that. It's ours. Fuck that. And then when the country fires on them for being in their country, they say, "No, this ain't y'all's no more. This is our land. You can't. You're breaking the ceasefire because you're attacking us on our territory." No, bitch. This is not your territory. You're in our land and have just taken it for yourselves. That's essentially what just happened. I know what I meant to ask you today. Did you see? I'm sure you did. Did you see the level of drones that Malcolm and them showed us that they're using in not Ukraine? I almost said Ukraine. Over in Hezbollah is using over in Lebanon. For
Hmm.
those that didn't see it, they're basically using something similar to the drones that you buy, commercially that fly in the air and take pictures. They're using that size drones where they have precise ways to just go in there and launch something at something and then fly out like that, like at individual people's, like go into rooms and shit. Like it was fascinating to see.
It's so what it is that so these drones that they have, they said something. It's got like an ungodly amount of fiber optic wire attached to it because this drone is not flown via radio control. It's flown by fiber optic. It's flown via fiber optics. So they're getting real time footage. They're getting real time everything right back to the operator. It's crazy, and because it's a fiber optic, the Israelis can't jam it. And the Israelis have literally said that their newest, biggest threat is these drones that they cannot stop. Like you're literally seeing these drones fly in and around um, Iron Dome launchers, and
Mhm.
the fidelity on the camera is so good that they're able to tell the difference between a fake and a real missile battery, right? They're able to actually pick out, like you said, they're able to actually pick out and target individual soldiers, individual IDF soldiers with an individual drone. Okay. Like, let's put it like this. All right. We've all seen those big 5 ton deuce and a half and 7 ton trucks, also what we call a cattle car that the military rides around in, where it's usually just a flap in the back, or it's just like a quick throw down the tailgate and some stairs come out with nothing in the back but that. Um, yeah, you fly a drone in there, you just eliminated everything in the back of that thing, plus the driver and the vehicle and whatever else that vehicle was carrying is now destroyed. And only thing you lost is possibly a 60 $70 drone, ever much money it costs you in fiber optic wire. however much money it costs you for that device, for that explosive. That's it. That is it, y'all. Like they're
I
not using they're not using $1 million drones. Nobody's using $1 million drones except the United States. Everybody else is using these little teeny tiny quadcopter DJI. I ordered this on Timu drone.
I don't think that neither the United States or Benjamin Netanyahu really understood that Vladimir Zelensky and the Ukrainians, they changed how warfare happens because they
Huh?
were supposed to have been obliterated a couple years ago. And the fact that they are literally winning the war against Russia at this point with less assistance, money or armament wise from the U.S. tells you all you need to know. And these Persian and Arab nations have learned and have said, "Oh, we don't have to have $1 trillion defense fund to fight. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get it."
Yep. Yep. Because if you notice, Ukraine made an anti-drone drone that flies up to 300 kilometers per hour. Like that's beyond, that's stupidly fast. And it will absolutely catch up with and destroy any incoming drone. Now, I want y'all to think about this. The Ukrainians haven't weaponized it yet as an offensive weapon. Imagine trying to track something to destroy it that is traveling that fast. They have not yet turned that into an offensive weapon, but I can guarantee you that's the next step for that thing. Like warfare will never be the same. We are out of the era of like my era of warfare, right? We were using drones to target everything and then going in kinetic with people, or coming in kinetic with a missile or a bomb from a plane, right? Or and then we arm the drones, right? This new generation of warfare, the drone is the weapon. Literally, it doesn't matter what size that drone is. Even when you get into the collaborative combat aircraft drones, the bigger ones that are going to be able to carry their own weapons inside, like full size 500-pound weapons, that thing in and of itself, outside, once it drops that 500-pound bomb, that thing in and of itself is now a huge cruise missile.
Hmm. I figured out the taco for tomorrow. Well, he tried the
Okay.
taco today. It's not working.
Yeah,
He
he
tried
did.
to say that Israel and Lebanon were, real close to a ceasefire. They have been talking, and the Lebanese president came right out and said, "Yeah, bitch, no, that ain't no, 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 no. Hell nah, hell nah." Came right on out and said, "No, bitch, no means no, and yes means no." He said, I'm not doing that. We are not negotiating on any parts of this until there is no more weapons in our country and no more Israeli people. Then we can have conversations.
Yep. And if you notice this, at the beginning of his term, other world leaders, he'd come out and say something, other world leaders would back him, whether it was true or not. They would just say, yeah, what he said is right. Yeah, I must have got it right. Right. And then the Zelensky of it all happened. And then the president of South America of it all happened. When he told him in his office, ha ha ha, maybe if I had a plane or a gold bar to give you, you'd like me. You're starting to see world leaders, anytime Donald John says something stupid that's not true, you're starting to see these world leaders go, knock, knock, knock. Hey, just for those of y'all that are listening and anybody who cares, what he said is a complete and total farce. If y'all need us, we'll be over here setting up our next round of attacks. No country respects the United States of America anymore, especially not with this buffoon we got. And I need y'all to understand something else about the military industrial complex that supports the United States of America and its allies. It's all interwoven. It's all interwoven across partner nations. You may have something that's wing for this is built over here, or the seeker head for this particular weapon is built in freaking Belgium, and the explosives for that missile come from Finland or wherever. But and then
Hey,
it's all
Shay.
assembled in like Italy or something. All of our defense networks, the industrial base, and all of that, it's all interconnected. We all use the same companies. We all partner together on projects that we can't do on our own. It's crazy.
I I'm
Also, defense industry is getting so rich right now.
I do not have any faith that anything is going to happen to bring us anywhere closer to the end to this. We'll be at 4th of July. Then we'll be at $5+ a gallon gas, $6 in some places, $9 probably over in parts of California at that point.
Hmm.
I don't think that there's going to be any relief for our service members over there. And I think I'd love to see. I don't know, and you may have access to this more than I do, but I'd love to see someone really come out and give us a real assessment of where we are in terms of our military capability, munitions wise, and how long this is sustainable.
It's I can answer that for you right here, right now, with facts. Question number one: is it sustainable? Absolutely not. Question number two: while we did get a boost in while we will see a boost in available munitions by the end of this year with the addition of Anduril to the list of makers of cruise missiles and the newer cruise missiles that we're gonna start using in the future, we'll see it ramp back up. But in order to use some of these systems, you've got to add software and sometimes hardware to your existing platform to utilize it, right? Like it might just be a quick software upgrade, but that's time. And now you've got to hope it works. And then you've got to put it through testing. And then you've got to do this. And then you've got to do that. And you've got to go to the next plane. So you'll see our stockpiles increase slowly. But to get back to pre-war levels, we would need to stop shooting today and not shoot anymore the rest of this year. Shoot only when we need to next year. And then the first half of the following year, not shoot at all in order to get anywhere near sniffing
But my
pre-war
I
levels.
think my question is, if
Mhm.
we're drawn back into us having this day on day kinetic warfare like it was back in March, my question is, how sustainable is that if we were to ramp that back up and start that again? How sustainable is that?
It's not flat out. It's not okay. Like every so we've already reloaded.
And what I mean is there a listen? We got about a good 4 5 months left, but we can't go much more longer than that.
Oh,
You know
you
what
mean
I'm
like?
saying?
Oh,
That's
you
what I'm
mean
saying. That's what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying.
Okay, so in that aspect, I'll look into that, but I'd probably say we could probably sustain that for about 3-ish, maybe 4 months, and that's if we don't give any munitions to our allies, and then we pull every single munition into theater. We can keep up that early March rate of fire for about 3 months.
Okay. All right.
3 months, and then they start in 3 months, and then they would probably start adding, looking for the 250-pound bombs and the 500-pound bombs to add wing kits to start flinging them like Russia was doing in the Ukraine.
Mm.
But I'll look into it some more. I'm about to nerd out over this.
I think that I think that before we get to Wednesday, meaning either tomorrow or Wednesday morning, I think Iran is going to do something because they've already threatened. They've already said, "Listen, if you attack Lebanon again, y'all thought that the ballistics was not was something. We're going to fuck you up." And so
Hmm.
my estimation is that by the time we come on here Wednesday for our Twitch Wednesday, Iran will have done something to Israel. But I hope not. I hope I'm wrong. I'd love to be wrong this time.
At this point in time, I hope you're wrong. I need y'all to understand. Neither one of us takes pleasure in being right about this shit. It's just very, very predictable. When you have a megalomaniac when you have a megalomaniac and a malignant narcissist running any operation, their pattern is very predictable. His pattern has become very predictable. Yeah. It I'll just say this. I'm glad I'm no longer on active duty. I'm glad my friends who are on active duty are getting ready to retire. Um, because this level of deployment, they had the men and women out on the water for damn near 12 months. It's not sustainable. Okay. The only reason that ship even came home is because it had a fire. If that fire would not have happened, trust and believe me, that ship would still be on station right now.
Well, y'all, we'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same place. God, I hope it's the right day tomorrow. Please be a right day tomorrow. What the funny part is the oil markets have said, "Oh, everything's beautiful. Everything's great. Great, great."
Hmm.
Fucking delusional. Fucking delusional. But here we are.
Whatever type of crack they're smoking.
Sir, we have homework tonight. I'm going to be looking too. You know, I like to look at stuff. I have homework too.
Oh
Y'all
yeah.
love giving me a lot of homework. I have a whole show to do, y'all. Damn it! Stop the war. Anyway, we'll be back tomorrow. Sir, I thank you
Stand
for
by.
your
Stand by.
expertise.
Stand by. Stand by. Stand by. Stand by. Stand by.
Oh, oh, oh.
Iran and Israel say they will pause strikes, but warn retaliation if ceasefire is breached. That is as of 2 hours ago, from reporting from BBC.
Yet Itamar Ben Gavir is still over there saying that
Oh yeah, he absolutely
Tehran
is.
must burn. Here we are.
Screaming it from the top of his lungs.
Oh yeah, he's alive. Oh, he's absolutely alive, Xavier. You talk about Mojtaba. Oh, he's alive. He's just injured. I think he lost like a leg or something. He took a lot of some bad injuries when they him and his family got bombed and his daddy died and his wife died and his children died and he ended up getting hurt in that whole situation, but he's still alive. Hmm.
Huh?
So,
He is
uh,
very much alive
oh yeah,
and
oh
very
yeah.
much pissed off.
Because if and when he does, please be clear, though they will lose it, and you'll see the full force of Iran come raining down on
Oh yeah.
Israel and all the GCC countries. It won't just be Israel.
They'll they'll let's put it like this. They'll destroy it all just to prove a point.
Yep. Oh, he's absolute. How you know when if he dies, they're going to target all of the desalination plants. They're going to target every oil refinery, every oil plant. Israel will just you'll think it's rain coming out the clouds, and it's just all drones. You'll have 50,000 drones every hour on the hour raining down on Israel at that point. Please be clear. They are going to go scorched earth. If Mojtaba Khamenei dies, they're going scorched earth.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how we know. Oh, he's still alive. Let's be clear. Sir, we'll be back tomorrow. Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
sir. We will absolutely be here tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is our senior defense and fuckery correspondent. Please give him a shondo in the chat for his expertise today. In other sugar spiky news, I was on this fucking live just the other day, last week, Thursday to be exact, and I told you all that they had found screw worms in a in a cow, and it was going to be a problem because it will contaminate all of the livestock, right? The USDA comes out and said, and I told y'all that day when them bitches came out and said, oh, nothing to see here. We're not worried about an infestation. I told y'all then, we can't believe nothing them bitches came out with. Well, here the fuck we are. 2 more cases of the New World screwworm have been confirmed in Texas, demonstrating the difficulty of stopping the spread of a pest that could potentially devastate the nation's cattle industry. Now, let's be clear. How did we get here? How did we get here? When they shut down USAID, part of USAID was working in Mexico. And there's a department within USAID that was working in Mexico with the Mexican government in order to thwart the spread of what? Screwworm, which is the larvae of this fly. Now, when USAID was shuttered by Elon Musk and Big Balls and all of them fuckers over there, they just thought, oh, we don't need USAID. Oh, it doesn't do anything. Well, here the fuck we are. Because when you shut down USAID, which shut down the program and the money for the program, you started or reinvigorated, I should say, the proliferation of screwworm, which then proliferated through Mexico, northern Mexico, and across the border. And right now, if you tell me you found 2 more cases, I would venture to guess that 2 more cases means there's probably 200. Because I told you, these are flies. The flies bite the cow or the cattle and inject their larvae, their eggs, that then turn into larvae. And now you have a whole contaminated cow, which then leads to the devastation of our cattle industry. Canada has already banned all cattle from all beef and cattle from the United States. Already banned it. Oh, you should also note it's not just potential danger for cattle, pets also can fall victim to screwworm. In this case, in the 2 new cases, they found it in a calf and they found it in a dog, hundreds of miles apart. They weren't even close to each other. They're hundreds of miles apart. So on Thursday, when I reported, they said they had a either 18 mile or 18 kilometer perimeter. I told y'all then, how the fuck is that going to work when these are fucking flies that can fly wherever the fuck they want? And now you find them hundreds of miles away. And guess what? It wasn't in the perimeter, which means that you had flies over there flying freely, infecting cattle all over the place. And not just cattle, they're also infecting people's pets. Now it's rare, but it can also affect people. But here we are. Well, you know, listen, I know you, Universal Goddess, you are bougie. You ain't doing no Omaha steaks. Your steaks come imported straight from Japan. The Wagyu steaks from Japan that were pampered and massaged their whole life, fed vegan food, and lived better than the rest of us and listened to classical music all day. That's the only kind of beef you eat. Don't act like you're not high class and bougie over there, Universal Goddess. I mean, I'm kind of high class and bougie myself because that Wagyu beef goes hard. I ain't gonna even hold you. But listen, Siberia says she worried about her dog. She'll burn everything down about her damn dog. Yeah. Yep. You are so right. You are so right, Miss Cookie. But see, Miss Cookie, when they were firing government employees, all they looked at is that the American government was the largest employer of black people. And they were just looking to say, oh, all them black people work there? Yeah, let's shut that shit down. Because what's the worst that'll happen? And now here the fuck we are. In other news, in other sugar spiky news, well, the president is losing his mind because over in the great state of California, city of Los Angeles, you remember I told you Spencer Pratt in the early count was the number 2 vote getter? Well, he done fell to number 3. That's a problem because once you fall to number 3, you can no longer be on the ballot in November. Here we are. That means, yeah, you're no longer on the ballot. Now, there are still hundreds of thousands of votes, they say, to be counted, but at the ratio of right now, she's already over, and her name is Nithya Rockman, and she's already overtaken him in the votes. But as more votes coming in, as you look at the percentage of votes that's coming in for her, as opposed to the percentages of votes that are coming in for him, it's already been said that it's no way for him to. It's really no way for him to win. Now, I really wonder about, and I have not checked. I haven't checked the gubernatorial race and what that looks like, because even though Hilton was the number 1 vote getter, there were still millions of votes left to be counted. There's still, if I'm not mistaken, like more than 2 million votes to be counted in California in the gubernatorial race. And right now, the Republican Hilton, that when we first looked at this last week, Wednesday, he was in the number 1 spot and Becerra was in the number 2 spot. Now, because we expect that the overwhelming majority of those mail-in ballots will be Democratic, there's a possibility that Steyer could catch Hilton. Steyer and Hilton are separated by about 300,000 votes. 300,000 votes separate them. About 310,000 votes separate them. There's still 2.57 million votes outstanding. So depending on the percentage with which the Steyer votes come in, there is the possibility that Steve Hilton, the Republican candidate that was being pushed by Donald John, he could find himself out of the gubernatorial race. Hey, Auntie Kim. So, so, this is not looking good for Republicans. I mean, but what did you expect? This is California. This is the bluest of blue states. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. And you know, please do not believe any of the hype of that these people. You know, let me tell y'all something. And this is coming from somebody coming to y'all from the internet. But these TikTok commentators and some of these Instagram people that seem to be all knowing and that y'all believe because they can stitch something together or place themselves on some document that we don't know where the fuck it comes from or whether or not it's a trusted source, you can't be believing some of these people. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna even hold you. But that's the update from California. In other news, I'm sorry, in our last sugar spiky story. Well, Donald John may not get to have his UFC match. The watchdog group Public Integrity Project filed a lawsuit Saturday in D.C. federal court seeking an emergency injunction to halt the UFC Freedom 250 event before a single punch is thrown on June 14th, which happens to be Flag Day and your president's birthday, his 80th birthday. The case names the National Park Service and Department of the Interior as defendants, arguing the administration had broken multiple federal laws to accommodate what it describes as a deeply corrupt private commercial sporting event dressed up as a patriotic celebration. The legal challenge centers on a National Park Service temporary rule allowing the agency to bypass normal permitting for events marking the 250th anniversary of U.S. independence. But only for events planned, organized, and executed by the federal government. The lawsuit argues that UFC Freedom 250, which Dana White has admitted was Donald John's idea, fails that test, describing it as, quote, a celebration of the UFC's brand and the 80th anniversary of Donald Trump's birth, end of quote. The suit also alleges that this big monstrosity structure that they built that is now dominating the South Lawn has rerouted presidential travel and could be seen, which has also rerouted presidential travel and can be seen from the front of the White House. They say that it was erected without the required congressional authorization and without mandatory environmental review, all of which is required by law. Adding to this conflict of interest, your president's financial disclosures show that he purchased up to $50,000 worth of stock in TKO Group Holdings, and that's UFC's parent company. He bought that back in March. But again, who gives a shit about the emoluments clause? Here the fuck we are. Ciao. Like, this monstrosity has to go. Right, go down to the McDonald's. Just a mess. Just a fucking mess. It's time for our video breakdown segment. Let's see what the fuck my algorithm has for us today. I'm always afraid for what the fuck my algorithm has in store. It's time for our video breakdown segment. Let's see what we have for today, shall we?
What is something grown people need to stop doing?
They cuss too much. Asking if we got McDonald's money. Do we have a job? Smoking.
Going out to eat and leaving the kids at home.
Smoking.
Why are you whispering?
Because I want them to know.
Do you have a job?
No. So why would I have McDonald's money? Diddy. There he go.
Like, we hungry too.
What do you eat at home?
Cereal?
What do you have to say to adults that cuss?
Hush. I don't got no job.
Vapes are bad. Would you ever do one?
No.
What if someone like pays you money?
Still don't care.
Yeah, there we go. Smoking is still not good.
I tell you twice. They could cuss whatever they want to do because they're grown. I can't get a job until I'm 16. So where am I going to have the money from?
Sell some candy.
Who's going to buy some candy?
I like the little kids. Little kids are always so cute. Y'all do smoke too much. Y'all parents do smoke too damn much. Y'all smoke. Stop smoking. Now, I ain't going to tell you to stop cussing, but y'all do smoke too. As somebody who doesn't smoke, y'all do smoke too much. Y'all do. Just saying. Just saying. Here's our next video breakdown.
This all as seen when they turned the lights on in the club.
I know damn well y'all hoes got some splaining to do and some shitty ass friends. Get it together, bitches.
Y'all really be let me see that again. Y'all really be walking out the house like this?
This all as seen when they turned the lights on in the club.
I know.
Y'all can't have no friends, and y'all damn sure can't have no fucking mirrors. Y'all can't have no damn friends and no damn mirrors. Let me see this fuck shit a third time. Cause that's a, hold on.
This all as seen when they turned the lights on in the club.
Stop. What is this? What is this? What is this foolishness? What is this? Ma'am. I cannot. Get this off my screen. I cannot. Here's our next video breakdown.
N is for nut on my head, nut on my nose, nut in my mouth, crunch, crunch, oh!
Did that woman say N is for nut? Wait. Let me see that again.
N is for nut on my head, nut on my nose, nut in my mouth, crunch, crunch, oh!
Wow. The woman said nut on my head, nut on my nose, nut in my mouth. That's what she said. I don't know what y'all looking at me for. That's what she said. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I just clicked the videos. You know, look at this one. Look at him. Look at him. I ain't got nothing to do with it, China White. Don't look at me. I just clicked the damn videos. This is the fuck shit that come up in my goddamn timeline. All right? Please. Oh, dear God. Oh, God. Oh, she wasn't said not. She was said nut. Now she wanted a bukkake girl. You know what? Not Miss Rachel would never. Here's our next video breakdown.
Woo! Ha!
I know y'all didn't think we were just gonna do the ladies like that, cause the men are a whole fucking mess too. You see the fuck shit? The men are a whole fucking mess too. It ain't even just the ladies, cause he just knew he had to turn it. Hey, Lady Libra, he just knew he had to turn it. That ain't my boyfriend. No ma'am. No God. No ma'am. No ma'am. Listen. Got a whole ass mouth guard. It is. I cannot. I cannot. This cannot be real. This cannot be life. This is not. I have a whole show. I want my show to be taken seriously, and this is the level brand of fuckery that I got to deal with. I cannot. I cannot. I can't. I'm not doing this with y'all. I cannot. Here's our last video breakdown.
Let's make a jizzy hair clip.
I beg your pardon? A what?
A jizzy hair clip.
What on God's green earth is a jizzy hair clip?
That way my client can wear her partner's semen sample in her hair without a care in the world.
She's doing what?
Nope.
She's wearing a partner's...
Nope.
What? What?
Nope.
Why? Of course, she sent in her partner's semen sample. I processed it into a powder and I incorporated it into the clay.
She sent in her partner's sample and then you put it in the powder to put it in the clay.
Nope. I can't.
Who was that?
Nope.
Who? She said one of her favorite things are octopuses. Is it octopuses or octopi? Anyways, I love the idea of tentacles.
Listen, love, I appreciate the arts and craftsmanship here, but why do we need to put... Why are we putting semen samples in your hair clip?
But into her hair. For any clients that want to send me a load and have...
If anyone wants to send her a load... Women, I mean, I'm single, right? I don't know this, but anyone that's in a relationship, tell me you don't want to wear your partner's semen sample in your hair clip.
Have something custom made, you just need to reach out and we can chat about the designs.
Girls, surely not.
I do have a bunch of popular designs available.
Listen, I'm being supportive of your small business, but who's the clientele? Like, who wants this?
Made her a choker and a bracelet to go with it as well.
Wait,
whoever ordered that needs a quiet word with themselves in the corner. Jizzy jewelry, partner semen sample. Have a day off.
That's enough internet for the day. Nope, that's enough. That's enough. Those were our video breakdowns for the day. I certainly hope you enjoyed them. I did. That's definitely enough for the day. As we toot that thing up, mommy, and make it roll deeper into the dossier for today. Listen, I am verklempt. Okay? I don't have words for that last one. I have nothing. That young man right there, that would be Texas Tech quarterback Brendan Sorsby, using his white privilege. A judge in Texas has ruled in favor of Texas Tech University quarterback Brendan Sorsby, who had been suspended by the NCAA after admitting to gambling on college football games, including his own while at a previous school. The judge's Monday ruling clears the way for Sorsby's return to the field this fall and is being widely seen as a critical inflection point in college sports as legalized gambling goes more mainstream and the NCAA faces increasing questions about eligibility and the ability of the organization to enforce its rules protecting game integrity. This is as bad as it gets. Not only did he gamble on college football, which he plays, he bet on his own games. And the judge said, nothing to see here. Go on back, let him go. He can play this fall. Now, my question is, Texas Tech, are y'all really going to let him play? Like, are y'all really going to let him play? Now, the NCAA ruled him ineligible, and the judge overturned that. But Texas Tech, it's still up to y'all to let him play or not. Girl, my point in saying that he uses white privilege is, had this bastard been black, had this been a black quarterback, had it been a black running back, wide receiver, cornerback, defensive lineman, free safety, D-end, he would have been banned from college sports for all eternity, and the NFL would have preemptively said that he's ineligible to ever be in the NFL. I remember that, Demetria, but white boy quarterback, nothing to see here. Let him play this fall. Bet on his own games, Xavier, his own games. Here we are. Here the fuck we are. Listen, I watched this 22-minute I watched this 22-minute psychiatrist wet dream that Kelly Price put out there, and listen, I don't know, y'all. Listen, the woman is losing it. The woman is losing it. The woman is losing it. Let's be clear. She's losing it. She's losing it. She started talking about stalkers. She started threatening people, saying, yeah, bring your ass to Atlanta. This my city. I'm going to fuck you up. It was 22 minutes. Listen. I can never get those 22 minutes of my life back. She talk about people stalking her, witchcraft. The Bible say we can kill whoever. Somebody that stole her identity. Somebody that had plastic surgery to look just like her. All types of foolishness. Then she started including the sister. Now let me ask y'all a question. Which sister do she be talking about that she don't see it for? Now, is this my girl Shan Ray? Now I know her sister, Shan Ray, was the sister that sang backup with Kelly Price when they sang backup for my queen Mariah. It was Melanie Daniels, Kelly Price, and Shan Ray Price. Those were the three backup singers along with Trey Lorenz. He was the one male, but the main and Trey Lorenz would come in and out. But the main three backup singers was Melanie Daniels in the first four Mariah Carey, all the way up to Fantasy. Those Mariah Carey albums. So that includes the Mariah Carey albums, the Emotion albums, the Christmas album, the Music Box album, and parts of the Daydream album. So that's 5 albums. They were her main backup singers. Is that the sister she be talking about? Talking about, hey, Liz Go. Yeah, she said somebody had cloned her phone and called the front desk at her apartment building or whatever where she stayed. Baby, I don't know, Xavier. I don't know. All I know is she's a psychiatrist's wet dream at this point. I like I don't know if she in her head because she out here swear that y'all want to be her. Baby, she out here swearing that y'all want to be her, honey. Baby, y'all want to be Miss Kelly, baby. Baby, go listen. I'm not going to tell you to see a therapist. Go see a psychiatrist because they can prescribe medication, okay? I told y'all this woman is a psychiatrist's wet dream. You need somebody with a prescription pad that can get you right, honey. You need somebody with a prescription pad. I'm serious. Like, I literally watched that mess. Again, do we know which sister she be talking about? Child, I cannot. I cannot. You think she already been on too much medication, child? Listen, Kelly, listen. At this point, we don't even want to see you on stage no more. Baby, we'll listen to the album. We'll listen to it on wax, okay? On vinyl. We don't need you out the house, outside of a mental institution no more, okay? Just let us listen to the tapes, okay? We'll listen to the recordings, okay? Just go. Somebody go get her. Somebody go check her in. If you lived in Florida, I would tell them to have you Baker acted. But since you don't live in Florida, somebody go get her. Just saying. Baby, I don't know. I can't keep up with all of them, Miss Shorty B. I don't know. I can't keep up with her and her shenanigans. Kelly, listen. You just gave us 22 minutes of fuck shit and fuckery that we could never get back. And here's the other thing. Let me tell y'all something. Kelly Price is what, in her 50s? If you are over the age of Florida, I said over the age of fucking Florida, over the age of 40, I don't want to hear you using these little kids slang. Nobody over the age of 40 should be out here talking about, don't be playing on my top. The fuck? Bitch, you in your 50s. What are you talking about? Don't be playing on my top. That's for the little kids to be saying. That ain't that's not your vernacular. That's not the type of colloquialisms that you should be using. Don't be playing on my top, baby girl, baby doll, baby. I cannot. I cannot. Right. Like, just get off. Just get off, please. Baby, Kelly, we don't have anything for you, okay? Ma'am, you talk about slaying people in the spirit and David and Goliath and Philistines and all kinds of stuff. Man, we don't have this type of time. Go with God.
Go with God.
Go with God, Crispy.
Lil Bust Down is in the news. So apparently, Lil Bust Down is having some pool party or whatever. And he says that trans women cannot come to his pool party. and people tried to make him feel bad for it. He's having a topless pool party, excuse me, and said, "Oh, you can't do that during Pride Month." And he doubled down and said, "It's my party. I can do what I want." Not trans. My those members of the T corridor of the Rainbow Coalition compound. I have a question. And I don't think it's the members of the T corridor of the Rainbow Coalition compound. I think it's members of the outside of the Rainbow Coalition compound complaining. I wouldn't even want to. Why would you want to go to his pool party? Why would you want to go to Lil Bust Down's pool party? He ain't. Look at him. He ain't even cute. He oftentimes tells us how much he hates the trans community. He can't wait to get a trans dick inside his womb. But why would you want to go? That's just like members of the black delegation hearing that the KKK said we don't want no black people at our party, and us black people be like, "Oh, y'all better let me come to the KKK party." No, bitch, we don't want to go. Y'all can stay the fuck over there. We don't want no parts of it. There are so many other places we could be, and I don't think, and I could be wrong, but I just don't think members of the T corridor of the Rainbow Coalition compound, or anybody in the Rainbow Coalition compound for that matter, are fighting to get up in Lil Bust Down's party. Like really? I don't think nobody DM'd him either. You're right, Harold. Ain't nobody over here. Ain't nobody here over like, "Oh, please let me in Lil Bust Down's part." Girl. Like, listen, we are always on your mind. Listen, this is for you, Lil Bust Down. We play it every day, but this for you.
That is Gay Pride Month. Shout out to all my gay niggas. Shout out to everybody in the LGBT community. I told my niggas that it need to be more straight niggas giving love to the gay niggas.
Happy gay month, because you know you gay and stuff.
Okay, thank you.
We got your gay
Tyler.
balloon because it got all the colors because it's gay.
Okay.
And I got Skittles because it got a rainbow on it.
Okay.
And I got the cookie cake. It's a be who you are for your pride.
Listen, Lil Bust Down. Be who you are for your pride. I'm just saying. Just saying. Listen, Lil Bust Down. Lil Bust Down. Lil Bust Down. We don't have this type of time, sir. Get away from
Go with God.
Go with God, Crispy.
In our last story of the day, so Dr. Umar says, keep his motherfucking name out y'all mouth from now on. That's what he said. I mean, I'm just translating. But he said, "Oh, y'all was talking all this shit. My school is done, bitches." I mean, more than a decade after you stole all of those people money. Because wasn't that like 2013 when he talked about building the FDMG Academy? That was supposed to be the Fred Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. That was like back in, that was over 10 years ago. We never saw the school. You stole all of these people money. They said you probably stole over $4 million from the people. Well, he said his school open. He even had a little hold on, I got the video. Hold on. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Let me show y'all the video. Y'all think I'm making this up. Dr. Umar said, keep his motherfucking name out your mouth. And if you're going to talk about him, make sure you do it correctly. Here's the video.
Sisters, look at your school. Look at your school, brothers and sisters. We are complete and we are ready to decorate for our children. We are ready to decorate for our community. And again, they said we stole the money. They say there will never be no school, but I'm here to tell you today the school is done and the school is ready. Those floors, brothers and sisters, we ready. The FDMG Pan-Africanists will be learning. We are ready, brothers. And look at the shine on that floor, brothers and sisters. Are y'all ready for academic revolution? A holy building. In these sacred classrooms, in these sacred walls, there will be an academic and intellectual revolution like one you have never seen in your life, brothers and sisters. Like one you have never seen in your life. The revolution is coming, academic and intellectual. Black boys will be saved. Black girls will be saved. The first school, the first independent black school in American history built by the African diaspora. I want to thank Africa. I want to thank Australia. I want to thank Canada. I want to thank the South Pacific, my Africans in Europe, my Africans in Asia. I want to thank my brothers and sisters in the Caribbean, Central and South America, my Texas Africans, my New York Africans, my Jersey Africans, my California, my Oregon Africans, my Minneapolis, my Missouri Africans, my Tennessee Africans. I want to thank all the Africans for hanging with us, standing with us. We've been through hell and high water. We still fighting for a final building inspection and a final building permit. We still fighting. But we going to win. Ladies, who going to come decorate the principal's office? We're going to do what we got to do. We're going to do what we got to do. Unify or die. Still fighting for the babies. We still fighting for the babies. It ain't over yet. King Kong coming to you live and direct. FDMG Academy, FDMG Parkway, the Prince of Pan-Africanism Boulevard. We in the building, brothers and sisters. FDMG Grand Opening. They go the Honorable Marcus Garvey, the Honorable Frederick Douglass, the Prophet Nat Turner, and the Emperor John Jacques Dessalines. Where my Haitian Africans at? Where are my Haitian Africans at? Nat Turner land, I'm going to see you on Thursday.
You know you are a certified pre-involved.
Listen, donations, gifts. Listen, thanks to your donations, gifts. They got the school open, y'all. The school is open. Donations, gifts. Well, it ain't open yet. I mean, last time I checked, you know, you're not supposed to clean schools and public buildings with over-the-counter cleaning products that you buy at the grocery store because of certain allergies and things like that. Let me shut up. I'm not going to tell these people how to run a school or whatever. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I don't know. Right. Show us students in the classroom. That's what we want to see. Show us some teaching going on. And who painted that mural on the side? Anyway, that's the dossier for today. Listen, we got to get out of here. We late for really be class. I'm not doing this with y'all, Harold and Xavier. I'm not doing this with y'all. Nope. I mean, he was taking the African people from everywhere. From Antarctica, from North Korea, from Finland, everywhere. From Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, from Tasmania, from the Fiji Islands, from Easter Island and the Galapagos Islands, from everywhere. I'm just saying. Africans from everywhere. I'm just saying. Cha. Grr. From the Netherlands. Grr. Indonesia. Singapore. Listen, from everywhere. Just saying. That was our dossier for the day. Listen, y'all are silly. Y'all are silly as hell. God, people. Anyway, we got to go over to really be y'all. We had a great. Did you enjoy yourself today? If you didn't, I enjoyed you. Listen, if you didn't enjoy yourself, I enjoyed myself. I don't know. I'm saying, child. You know the what is it? The 2%ers or the 3%ers? Think they call themselves, and the Hebrew Israelites. I'm sure the Nation of Islam will be over there too. Between the 3%ers, the Hebrew Israelites, and the Nation of Islam, baby, they finna have a good old time over there. I ain't gonna hold you. Listen, y'all, we about to go. As I always say, I love y'all. I love all y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged and much appreciated. We about to have a gay old time over here. And we'll catch y'all tomorrow. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Same time, same place. That's all I got for y'all. Stay right there. We're going over to Really Be. Till next time. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out. Love y'all.